and your character, please.
I am Milan Perez, and I play Selena Taylor.
I'm Marian Akpan, and I play Nancy Stevenson Cook.
I'm Walter Maxfield Jones, and I play Michael Stevenson.
And I'm Will Ash, and I play Scott Taylor.
Tell us more about your character.
All right, so Selena is an event planner who's married and to the outside looks like she has a perfect life. But in reality, she grew up in a home with sexual abuse and decided to cope with alcohol, basically. And so that's her medicine and her downfall. And so we just watch her work through life with her friends, trying to support her through all the things she goes through, and she keeps most of it to herself. She doesn't share much.
And do you find this role challenging?
I find it challenging in that me and Selena share a lot of things that I've gone through in real life. Mm-hmm. So when I read the lines, it's not so much of me having to go to a different place, but having to go to my inner place that is so similar and having to, revisit those moments and work it out. So I find it difficult that I have to go back to those moments, but I love exploring it, and it's very therapeutic. So.
You describe your character as a good girl?
A good girl?
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
She's pretty good, yeah. She doesn't have too much, but she's pretty good.
However,
You on the other hand, please, how would you describe your character?
Nancy Stevenson Cook, she basically wants what she wants when she wants it, and she doesn't care who she hurts to get it. She's popular, but she doesn't have any friends. Nobody likes her. Her brother doesn't like her.
The family, right?
Nobody.
The men like her.
The men.
They like to sleep with her.
Temporarily.
They like to sleep with her.
I came up with the word slore.
Okay.
Basically, is what she is. Slut whore. Basically, I think she's looking for love. She's looking for love hard. But the way that she goes about it is, of course, not an orthodox way, sleeping around with people's husbands and church members, whoever. I think she's kind of misguided. She wants to be a good person, but it's easier because that's what she's used to being the way she is, conniving, sneaky, and I think that it put in a different situation, she probably would be a good person, but
she has some issues.
It works for her. She has issues. She has issues that go back to her father. Mm-hmm. She has issues with the connection that she has with her brother. Mm-hmm. She has issues with not being a friend, more like even the connection that she has with Selena is like, well, this is how I know how to be, and this is all to it, and because she does good, because she does right, yeah, she does good things, but then she turns back around and it's like, well, no, this is the way we're gonna have to do it, and
it's almost
like she doesn't care.
Yeah,
I don't want to say she doesn't care because she cares.
Her protection.
But she's very guarded.
Yeah, it's
very guarded.
Now, how do you pull that out of you?
Well, I have
I'm
to
sure
watch
that's not like
at all. I have to watch everybody else, and it's so funny that I even got this part because I am like Happy Smurf, and so playing a nasty part was it was really challenging.
But it's fun.
But it's so weird. I'm like, oh, I know how to do this because I've seen that girl before. Like I know what to do, and I know how to act because I've seen these type of people in my life or around me. So I pull from that because otherwise I'm hugs, I'm kisses, I'm let me kick you something, let me what you need, what you want, and when my friends even see me on screen, they're like, "Oh my God, I couldn't even believe that was you." My pastor.
What's your pastor name?
Reverend Tony Lee from Community Hope.
Okay.
And he was like,
I know Tony Lee.
He said, "Sister, if I didn't know you in real life," but it was really, that made me feel good because it's like, oh, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing down here.
That's right.
I'm making Nancy Stevenson come
alive. You
alive.
are playing that role.
Yes.
You are playing that role. beautiful man in the back.
Oh God.
Well, let me tell you.
I like a beard.
Not talking about me.
So, your name, your character you play.
Walter Maxwell Jones. I play Michael Stevenson.
How would you describe your character?
Michael is the antagonist. He is selfish, and that's pretty much. I don't really find Michael that complicated. He has his demons, and he hides them. He doesn't let anybody see his weaknesses, but he has weaknesses. So, there's in the midst of the evil, there has to be a vulnerability behind it in order for you to hate him, love to hate him, or not. You're just gonna hate him. So that's Anthony. He's just like I said. He's selfish. He wants what he wants, and he's gonna get it. Just imagine like a 2-year-old in an adult's body.
Do you like playing this character?
I do. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Look at that smile on his face.
He likes playing the bad guy.
It's because one is my first time playing a villain,
Okay.
and it's so opposite from who I am. So it's fun to play.
I don't know how opposite. But go ahead.
And it's fun to play because Michael, the character Michael, he enjoys what he does, even though he doesn't think about how it's affecting people. It's about the result. It's about the end game. So as long as he's getting the results that he wants, he's like, great. Great. When he doesn't get the results that he wants, then he's like temper tantrum. So it's fun to tap into that. It's fun to tap into. The only bad thing about it, sometimes you start enjoying it too much.
He does.
You start to enjoy it too
Because it's weird to see, because what makes his character so sinister is that he smiles through everything.
Yeah.
Like that's the, it's that, it just gets you.
Now introduce yourself and your character.
So Will Asher play Scott Taylor, Selena's husband.
I'm so lucky.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And her jump off. No.
That too. Yes. So that too.
So Scott, I mean, from the beginning of the series, not that Scott was really in the background, but he's not the main character. I mean, he's her husband. But so as she described, we have this relationship where, we're kind of the ideal couple. When you look at everyone around, we have an established relationship. We're successful. And on the outside, people think that we have the greatest relationship, which we do love each other very much. But I'm dealing with her demons, and it is putting a strain on our relationship. We're ready to move forward. We want to have a family, and she's kind of thrown a wrench in all that. So it's very, very frustrating for me in dealing with that, and the alcoholism, using that as a crutch, and so it's for me. Yeah. So for me, it's wanting to help her, wanting to put her get her to the right place so that we can move on with our lives and accomplish things together. But it's making things very difficult. So for me, it's kind of well, where do I go? Do I put all my effort into this, or eventually it takes its toll
And you sleep with Nancy. She's there to help.
He plays the perfect guy.
And then,
So he had a husband.
The one thing I know, you all get along.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are friendly
In real life.
Yeah.
Who is the most egotistical one of all of you? That's true.
Wow. Well,
I'm about to point it don't have me look on camera.
I mean, well, we've got a big cast. I think we've got egos outside of this room, but not saying any name specific.
I feel like I'm quite humble. I don't care. I'm humble in my arrogance. Arrogant humility about myself.
Yeah. I usually can tell when phonies come up, but you guys are not phony.
Oh no, like I consider him my brother in real life. Like, that's my brother.
Did you click instantly?
Yeah. So initially from the beginning,
because we were like the we're three of the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
we,
I think-
we like got along.
We had so
Let's go back.
Let's
How
go
did
back.
all of you guys get?
so initially we had known each other because we did another project together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so and Anthony Anderson was also part of that project in the beginning. And so that's how we all originally connected. So Anthony left that project and then we reconnected with him maybe a few years later. When Anacostia came about, he reached out to us. Milan and I actually did another film together. So when after my original wife left,
Right.
I went to Anthony. And we were at was it a film festival or the premiere of our film? I think it was.
Yeah,
And
the
Anthony
premiere.
came and I said, I think she'd be perfect for our replacement for my wife.
Big ups to Will.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're a family.
But we were
We've
just really
been doing this for
we
9.
wanted to
8
meet him.
years.
We wanted to meet
We want to meet him.
Oh my God! Is that Onyx? Is it Onyx?
And I tell you
Oh
what,
my God!
we want to meet him.
and we were like, oh, because he was on New York.
That's
I love New York.
Right.
And we were like, oh, we're going to ask him did he kiss her. We're going to
Right.
ask him why he didn't kiss her.
Right.
We're going to ask him why he
And
left.
all the roast
We're going to ask him.
Yeah,
And everybody was
everybody
like,
asked him.
And they
Right.
they were already they were already such a tight knit family, and so when I first came, it was like first of all I'm replacing somebody else, and then I was like, oh my gosh! But they were all so loving and accepting and just the best. I love
Yeah, you guys,
guys.
we're in the 5th season. What do people
50.
expect? That's
50.
awesome. 5th season. What do you
Yeah, 50 episodes.
50 episodes.
Fire.
Oh my goodness. Like each season gets better and better and
Can you give us some quick? Come on. give me
okay,
What's the question?
we got a great cinematographer. We our lines and the stuff that we're nailing
Anybody
every
can
day.
shine? Anybody there?
Oh,
Every season gets better.
well, you know how it is.
I'll say this: every season gets better.
Yeah.
Anthony's writing.
Yes.
You didn't think it could improve from the first season. Like every season,
Right.
his writing is better and better and better. And the better his writing is, the easier it is for actors to perform. With that being said, every actor has gotten better throughout the season. So their performances are better. And now with this better cinematography, it actually looks like a movie.
Better makeup, better hair.
It doesn't even
What?
look like a television soap opera.
It-
It looks like a movie.
It does. It's
Yeah.
really
And
good.
then we have from rape to what? So
Babies
people come
dying.
back from the dead, people dying.
All types of scandal.
Every character in this season has like a huge climax. Like
Right.
everybody is falling off of a cliff. There's not one character that is left in the dust. And so I just think that a lot of questions are going to be answered this season.
Yeah.
A lot of tears are going to be dropped. A lot of people are going to be healing emotionally and be crushed for whoever like really watches this show and gets their therapy from it. And it's just a lot of climaxes, man. I mean, you're gonna be like at the edge of your seat, and that's what I love about this season.
Go to the next
Everything-
episode. Let me see the next episode.
Everything is
The
the edge
one
of
thing
your
that people are
seat.
gonna love is that right now you can binge watch it. You don't gotta
Right.
wait for the next
Yeah.
episode because when it came out like after Christmas, people were like,
Yeah.
Just one
so
today.
sad. It took so long
Just one
to
today.
see the next
It's
episode.
like it's coming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But why?
So, yeah, it's-
I'll let you
But-
close out.
Oh.
What can we expect?
Well, we've got basically what everyone said. We've got some new guest appearances this
Yeah.
season, so you'll see some new faces, some great
Phenomenal
actors.
I wasn't put on.
Yeah, you'll be some great actors, some great
Maybe
performances.
you could come be my friend. I don't have one.
I don't know.
but like Anthony, Walter said, Anthony has his writing has gotten, and he's allowed, he's grown these characters.
Yeah.
And so, we've, for me personally, I got to do a lot of things this season that I haven't got to do before. So he's, the writing, we just make it come to life. But that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We
He's
have
giving
great
us something
writing.
to work with. That's
And I think the writing has always been great, but it's the technology that we have available to us now as opposed to season one, and the people we have supporting us now as opposed to season one has really made the biggest impact because the writing was always there,
Right.
but
Yeah.
just that support has really
now it looks fantastic.
Right.
Yes.
And we've been doing these characters. We've been in these characters now long enough that they're a part of us.
Yeah.
And so when we see it on paper, it's like, okay, I know
know
where
what you-
I know where I need to go with this.
Now I'm going to close out. But do people recognize you and they think that's you, the character?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, sometimes.
Somebody called me a whore at church.
More in the first season. For me, like people
Yeah,
have
'cause
the
he was
kid hit me,
dirty
but the
first
first season I was pretty dirty. And
Yeah.
a woman came up to me in DC and she was about to cuss me out. She actually said
It wasn't me.
No, she said she wanted to drop kick me in the kneecap.
Did she?
Yeah, I was like, and I was like, why would you say something like that? She was like, oh, you trying to be nice? She was like, I don't know if you are mean and you acting nice, or if you're nice and you acting mean. I'm gonna figure it out. I was like, you're taking the show a little too seriously.
So all the women,
But for me, the best part is
you get all the women.
well, but the thing is, since I've done, people know me from before Anacostia.
Right.
But the best thrill for me now is that when I do get recognized, lately it's been because of Anacostia.
Yeah.
That's
You
exciting.
know, I was walking out, I was on U Street maybe a few months ago. And this dude came up to me and he was like, hey, and I thought I knew him. I was like, so I'm playing. I was like, hey, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up? And he was like, yeah, Anacostia, is a new season coming out? And I was like, as a matter of fact, yeah, get ready in a couple weeks. It will be coming out. So,
But you get the hot drop, so you get the good stuff.
I think the most exciting thing is when the kids notice, because kids nowadays, they don't even watch TV anymore.
Yeah,
they only
everything's
watch.
internet, YouTube,
Yeah,
everything web,
they-
yeah.
And so, like, one of my kids' friends was like, I saw you on YouTube. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. So it's exciting to, get to them too. Although they shouldn't be watching it.
oh,
right?
man, at least you weren't,
Well,
I think she
some
had
of
lows
it, yeah.
on.
I would have children watch. Well, I thank you guys so much for coming
Thank
here.
you for
This is
having
our
us.
first show of the season.
Yes. Well, maybe here.
Yes.